God, it looks so bright, this light. What? Is there a weird filter on here? Strange. Unstable connection. Oh, am I going to have to do this from my phone again? Please don't tell me. Good connection. Okay, good. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Lily. Hi, guys. My first coffee for the morning. Excuse me while I wake up. I've been doing this thing where I'm drinking water with lemon in the morning. So I've been doing that for the last 2 hours. And I was like, oh, shit, I haven't had my coffee yet. Finally notified me. Oh, good. Hi, Regan. Hi, Joanna. Hi, guys. I can't read over the white cup. Who else is here? Hallie's here. Krishna's here. See, Luna's here. Is that Patricia? Or have I got you wrong? This probably isn't Olivia. I love that name. So I'm assuming it's Olivia. Hi, Neely. If I'm saying your name right. And hi, Nacho, girlfriend. Oh, great name. So I'm here today. Oh, it is Patricia, yes. Hi, Elizabeth, darling. Hi, Nia. Hi, Loz. Glad to be in the live. First time I got notification. Can you believe? Oh, my God. I'm a bit confused. Sometimes when I live in the end, I tend to focus on him, which I hate. Oh, look, you will, guys, because if you're living in the end of being with them, then you're going to think about them after you've done that little imaginal scene, aren't you? Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up. Guys, never beat yourself up for thinking about them. Of course you're going to think about them, but just think fondly in a good way, lovingly, like they love you. Don't think bad things. Whatever you're thinking about them, guys, just don't be thinking they hate me. Just think they love me, they're here with me, they miss the hell out of me when they're away from me, they love me. Everything's good thoughts about them. Lost, my friend is such an energy drainer and just talks about herself. How do I change this? Stop saying she's like that. Look, guys, sometimes when you're an empath or a healer or someone who's very, very good at healing energy and you listen to people a lot, they'll do that to you. I used to have so many drainers, trust me. I used to have people in my reality and they come to me with all their fucking problems. And I would sit there and listen and listen and listen and listen. And I've done it my whole life. And whenever I had a problem, I never shared it with anybody. And they always think I had no problems. And I think, bitch, I'm just not telling you. Okay? You've just got to stop saying that about her. See her differently. Oh, she's such a pleasure to be around. She's so energetic. She lifts my energy rather than drains it. And then say things like, I don't listen to people's problems if I don't have to. People don't come to me with their problems anymore. I don't overgive. I don't need to give to get love. I don't need to do anything for anyone to love me. I can be friends with people and not mother them. I can be friends with people and not overgive. Say that. After months of trying, was finally able to revise once. How do I hold on to the revision? No spiral. Wonderful, darling. Look, guys, revision can seem really hard, but when you get the hang of it, start revising little things during the day, okay? So that one scene doesn't seem so daunting to you. Like Neville calls it the pruning shears of revision. So what I just said to Hallie then about if she feels like she's thinking about her SP too much, just revise what you're thinking on the spot. Like, oh, he's never coming back. No, he loves me. He's here right now with me. You revise with an affirmation. You're revising on the spot. If you start doing that more and more and more, doing a big revision like a scene. Oh, sorry, my iPad just said full. Are you guys still here? I lost the connection all of a sudden. Are you here? So if you're feeling like the revision scene is daunting, just go over it and over it and over it again until it starts to feel natural. If you've only revised it once, sometimes that's not enough. You've got to go back and relive it and relive it and relive it until it feels like that's what happened. And then the next day, if you still don't feel like it's natural and that's what happened, go back and do it again. How do I manifest my SP to commit to me? Darling, just say he's committed to you. Say we're in a beautiful, committed relationship. He loves being my man. He loves being my boyfriend. He loves his life with me. Start saying affirmations that are like that. Have visualizations that are like that, implying that you're committed together. What would that imply? Living together, having a child. What would it mean for you? We're here. Oh, hi, Blonde12. I haven't reacted, just confused. What's this? Our BBL is supposed to stay because it's the third one to come back and leave again. I haven't reacted. I'm just confused. So if they've left again, that could be still your self-concept or you got triggered. Okay? Or your old beliefs about that birds for land. So if they're an ex, and you've still got a story about them, then their story will still pop up in your reality. And even though they came back, your old story about them is still clinging to that old person, even though you don't even care. Okay? Did I have an old story about these people? Like it's saying, don't tell her anything. Yeah, look, that's the problem. When you're the empath and you listen and you're a listener, sometimes you don't share. I mean, I had 2 nervous breakdowns and no one in my close friend circle noticed. Not one person. What? Because I don't share things with people and I keep it all in. And one person noticed in a bar one night, and she wasn't even a friend of mine. She was like an acquaintance through friends. I like kind of knew her, but not really. And she said, "Are you all right? You don't seem yourself." And I was like, "You noticed and no one else did?" That's what happens when you don't share stuff, guys. I just want to thank you for creating such an amazing community. I have such a new little group of girls. Oh, Brittany, love it. Oh, you guys have got the greatest chat groups. I love it. Oh, it's wonderful, guys. I love it too. I love getting on here and feeling positive every day. Like, you guys help me, you understand. Like, I feel like you guys are always thanking me for helping me, but you can't possibly understand how much this helps me. Like, me just sitting here discussing stuff, I am processing things in my own mind about my own issues while I'm telling you about your stuff. So talking to you guys not only is helping me with my issues, but I feel like I'm part of this community. And that's why on my birthday, I wanted to do a live with you guys, because I feel like you're all friends of mine. It's just such a lovely, lovely little thing we built together. It's so nice. It's just so nice, guys. How to suggest to live in the end when you are not exactly sure how that would look. Look, guys, it doesn't have to be exact. It could just be like a feeling of contentment lying in someone's arms. You don't even need to know where it is. You're just lying in a man's arms and he's so beautiful to you and you don't even know what he looks like if you don't even know who they are. Okay, if it's you want to live together, you don't know what it would look like. Just imagine you in bed together or sitting on a porch together. You don't even need to know what the house looks like. Just think, if I wanted to be happily married or I wanted my end to be me being a millionaire, what would that imply? Oh, I'd have a mansion. Well, do I know what the mansion looks like? No, but I could be putting my key in the door, or I could be walking through my foyer, my big open foyer near the front door, which would imply it's a huge space. You know, what would imply your wish was fulfilled? That makes sense now. Thank you. Okay, good. We went from no contact to starting over with baby steps. He's coming back one step at a time. Thank you. Oh, happy love beauty. Great. One step at a time, guys. Slowly, slowly. Catchy monkey. Don't try and catch the monkey quickly. Catch him slowly. One step at a time. Wonderful, darling. Keep going. Whatever you're doing is working. You all right there? Lay down. Sorry, the cat's sitting here with a little jacket. When my friends ask about my SP, do I tell him what's actually happening in the 3D? I don't know what to say. Look, Dookie Town, I would just not even discuss it. I would say, you know what, I don't really talk about it anymore. It really upsets me to talk about him. Can we not? And they'll go, oh, and then they won't ask. Okay, guys, it's best not to talk about it. But look, if you want to make up a story and say, yeah, we're blissfully, happily married, you can do that. But then they'll go, bitch, I thought you split up. I wouldn't be doing what you're doing in your mind out loud to them. No. You just say, yeah, I'm working through it. We're not talking at the moment. You can say that out loud if you really want to, and in your head you're like, no, we're blissfully happily married. Doesn't matter what you say out loud, guys. You can say it out loud, what's actually happening in the 3D. Then in your mind, no, this is what's happening. This is what's going to happen because I create this 3D. Loz, I'm a positive person, but have been feeling down lately. What's going on? Darling, look, a whole lot of things can make you feel down. It could be hormones. It could be a whole lot of old thoughts popping in. It could be your subconscious fighting your affirming. It doesn't matter, darling. Just don't beat yourself up about it. You can't be positive all fucking day. That's impossible. Just get back on the horse tomorrow. You've changed my life. I love you so much. Oh, Jody. Thank you, darling. Are you watching this from your meditation room? Same here, friends, yes. You look beautiful as always. Oh, Christy Lou, thank you. Friends, yes, I know. Loz, I need you to understand that you literally saved my life. Oh, Brianne, darling, that's wonderful. Oh, guys. You've helped me so much. Aside from changing my life, I'm a curious person and enjoy learning. Oh, wonderful, darling. I tried the if manifesting. Whoa. Hang on. Love you so much. You've changed my life with your teaching. Oh, blow 1, 2. Thank you, guys. I'm sad I missed your birthday live. Oh, it's all right, guys. It didn't go for that long anyway because I had to go out. Hang on, let me read this. I used to be an energy vampire and lost my friends. I am better now and know they'll all be back. Yes, Jamie Dane. Look, guys, sometimes when you're really low, you'll be like that and you won't realize you're doing it. That's what I did with my best friend when I was going through therapy. I was an energy vampire because she never spoke about herself ever. And I mean, ever. I don't even think she speaks about herself to her husband, to be completely honest. She's just like a closed book, okay? And so I would be discussing stuff in therapy And then she would get so shitty. And then I was assuming that she was getting shitty. And so it got worse and worse and worse. And I was assuming I was an energy vampire. And so therefore I felt like I was sucking her dry. And therefore our friendship ended. Right? Because my assumption was she can't handle this. She doesn't like it. So Jamie, just assume that those friends weren't like that at all. They weren't thinking that at all. That was your assumption because of your low self-concept at the time that you were being a vampire. And they actually didn't think that at all. They loved you anyway and they didn't care. Start saying that. And then they'll all come back. Right? What can I do for my family to be supportive and not meddle in my life or relationship with SP? I think I saw your question about this in the Q&A, darling. Look, guys, you've got to stop thinking they're meddling. You've just got this assumption that they meddle. Stop thinking that. Start saying the complete opposite. They're so supportive of me. They just want my SP and I to be happy. They love he and I together. They love us together. They're so happy for me. They never interfere in my life anymore. Start saying that. Okay? They're so supportive of me and everything I do. Tried the if manifesting is real. Show me a boat with red on the side. 3 days later, my neighbour, what's this, Beck? Your neighbour has a boat with red on the side and had you in my head saying, see, bitch, it's real. Me in your head saying, see, bitch. Sorry, is that how I talk? God, I talk terribly. Can I have various scenes or just stick to one? Guys, of course you can have various scenes. Would you have various scenes in your life if you were married? Of course you would. Look, the thing about one repetitive scene is it really sinks into your subconscious, okay? However, if you in real life were with them, you would have lots of scenes with them every day. You could have a different diary entry you write in your journal every night of what you did that day as a married couple. Absolutely. Can I fix how SP feels about me by sending an apology message and affirming a good answer? The apology message isn't what will do it, darling. You're fixing how he feels about you by you fixing what you think he feels about you. Are you imagining that he hates you? Are you imagining that you have to apologise? Are you imagining that he is upset with you? That's why you feel you need to send the apology, because you feel like he's upset with you. You feel like sending the apology will fix it. It's not the apology that will fix it. You've got to stop assuming he's upset. You've got to stop assuming you did something wrong. I never do anything wrong. He loves me anyway. It doesn't matter what I do. He loves me anyway. He's forgiven me. Everything is forgotten. Whatever I did, he doesn't care anymore. He just loves me. His heart is full of love for me. He doesn't care about what happened. I would say those things and I would not send an apology message. Okay? But if you really want to, I would do it from a place of, I am doing this because I feel I want to send him an apology because he's owed one. But I'm not anticipating whatever the answer is. I mean, you can, but I'm not doing it from a place of feeling I've done something wrong and I need to do this to fix it. That's the problem there with that question. Mm-hmm. So sweet. I love that. Oh, manifesting alchemy. Post a vid saying your thoughts don't manifest. Don't affirmations work? Oh, please, guys. Look, Maria says a lot of stuff, and a lot of her stuff comes out very confused, and that's why I don't recommend you watch her. Manifesting with Kimberly knows what she's talking about. She comes from a place of complete knowing. Maria mixes in a lot of things. She's a Reiki healer, first of all, so she believes in that. She also reads tarot. She believes in that. She kind of mixes in a whole lot of stuff, and her understanding of Neville is a little bit flawed sometimes. She even said on a video, I mean, I don't see a lot of her videos anymore because I don't follow her, but she even said on a video a couple of weeks ago, the law of assumption is only something that started last year. It was a phrase that was coined last year. Bitch, what are you talking about? Have you read The Power of Awareness where Neville literally mentions it about 50 times inside the book? What? A lot of what she says is, I think, for video views. She's kind of doing it like saying, I saw the video. Oh, a lot of manifesting coaches say thoughts create, but they don't. So she wants you to comment on the video because she's desperate. She loves video views. Look at her account. She posts a gazillion videos a day. Okay, it's just her MO. She wants that. That's her thing. And I'm not saying anything bad about that. That's her thing. Okay, when I started, she didn't even have an account, and she would do 6 videos a day to my one video. Okay, she's really got this thing where she wants to be the standout manifestation coach, and that's her thing. Great. Good on you. In my reality, there's no competition, so I don't care what she's doing. However, when she says things that are wrong, like law of assumption was just invented last year, I feel like writing, Maria, that's wrong. When she says things like thoughts don't manifest, imagination does, I feel like saying, Maria, don't you have to think a thought to imagine? therefore it is the thought. What are you talking about? Neville talks constantly about thought, constantly about your mental diet, constantly about what thoughts are you putting in your mind all day. What are you imagining? That is thinking. Sometimes she gets her teachings a bit misconstrued, and I think it's for controversy, for a video view. I could be wrong, and maybe she completely misunderstands Neville. And what she said was right, was imagining creates a state, but you have to think to imagine. It is thinking, is it not? Otherwise, how do you imagine something? Doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm not paying out on her. I think she's a nice person. Sometimes when I hear her information, it's slightly skewed the wrong way. And I think she's misinformed sometimes, which is why I say watch Manifesting Kimberly. She said affirmations don't manifest, which confused me. What she means is this. This is what I always say. You think them and think them and think them. Then they sink into your mind and become a belief. When they become a full-blown belief in your mind, they will fully manifest. However, they also reflect out constantly while you're just thinking them, and other people reflect them back, which will manifest. It doesn't have to turn into a full-blown belief before it manifests. I don't believe that, because I know for a fact that I can affirm something, and within weeks people are saying it back to me on my lives or in my reality, and I haven't believed it yet. So I don't think I believe it. Well, how do I know I believed it? Is there a ding-dong ding that goes off in my brain as soon as I believed it? Well, how do you know that? You can't. You just have to assume you're believing your affirmations. Okay? So just her information's a bit confused. It's like in Sammy's group. Sammy's mum was very into Neville, and yet she would misquote Neville and misunderstand Neville a lot. And I used to get on her lives and be so frustrated and think, Marcia, you're teaching people Neville wrong, and you're not getting that you're teaching it wrong, and so people see you as an authority and they're actually listening to you. And she would say a whole lot of shit, and I'd think, no, that's not what he meant. Like Sammy would say, you can manifest in 3 weeks, and if you don't manifest in 3 weeks, Neville said you did it wrong. That's not what 3 weeks means in the Bible. It means Trinity. It means completion. It means it is done. What are you talking about? When people give misinformation, I don't talk about stuff I don't understand, guys. You've got to understand, I'm a Virgo and I'm a perfectionist, and I don't like being wrong. If I think I'm going to say something wrong, I won't even comment on it, which is why people, when they ask me about astral projection or quantum physics, I don't comment on it because I don't know enough about it. Kimberly is awesome and funny and swears more than you now. Oh, it swears more than me? Does she swear more than me? God, that'd be hard. My partner has the same triggers as me and we are similar. Is it how I'm perceiving him? Yes, stop saying he's got the same triggers as you. What are you doing? Sit down if you want to sit down. I heard her say, expect the worst and you won't be disappointed. I was like, who said that? I've gone from 2K to 5K in 2 weeks with affirmations. Oh, have you, darling? Wonderful. Florence Sobel-Shin. What are you talking about? Florence Sobel-Shin said that. I saw a video saying, if you think of the person and they don't show up, it's not going to work for you. Guys, who are you watching? Please be discerning with what videos you're watching. There's a whole lot of shit popping up on your For You page that's just full of crap. Please don't come on here and be like, but I saw a video saying, who was that? Are they on authority? Have you watched a lot of their videos and they sound like they know what they're talking about? No one's an authority on here. We're all just people. We're not experts. But have you watched all of their videos to see if they actually know what the fuck they're talking about? Or are you just seeing that one video and going, oh my God, thoughts don't manifest. Oh shit. What do I always say? Your predominant habitual thinking does, not one thought. So if that's what Maria was talking about, yeah, then she's right. One thought probably doesn't. Unless you really fucking think it hard. Okay, and you got no resistant thought about it. Whatever that person was talking about in the video, darling, ignore them. They're an idiot. Hey, just right. Oh, me and a friend are competing for another friend to choose one of us for her trip. What can I do to win? Just start saying, I go on the trip. Imagine yourself on the trip with your friend. Imagine yourself on the trip. Imagine you've already gone on the trip and then you'll be on the trip. Don't worry about even affirming. Just imagine a scene where you're on the trip. Or you could say, I loved our trip. Didn't we have the best time? Imagine a phone conversation with the friend that you had the trip with saying how great it was. Yeah, and I didn't believe it. Okay, good, Samantha. I don't want to bitch about other people on here, guys, but you've really got to be discerning with who you're listening to. Even if they've got heaps of followers, it doesn't mean anything. There's some people on here with like 200,000 followers and they're just full of shit about manifesting. Doesn't mean anything, the follow account, guys. You've really got to get that. I changed my self-concept and is slowly coming back, communicating in person and text. Christy Lee, wonderful! What are your thoughts on the TikTok? I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simplify me. Who is it? M Terry 1111 or 111 or whatever her account's called. She's a wonderful manifestation coach on here. Go and watch her. M Terry. And she did a really good video on this. And I was almost going to do a video on it, but I didn't want to because Emma just made it. But those videos talking about that sound, try this as an affirmation. Like that, those videos are coming up a lot at the moment. And it really bothered me. And Em made a video about it. Go and watch it. What she says is this, and she's absolutely right, that people are thinking it's the affirmation that's working. It's not the affirmation. They had shitty fucking thinking before that. Then they said something over and over and over again for 2 weeks, and they're surprised that things change. Yeah, that's how affirming works. It doesn't matter that it was that particular affirmation. They were probably doing nothing before that, okay? But they're also claiming that it was the sound, listening to the sound itself or the affirmation itself that did it, okay? If they were in needy, desperate energy before, and then they're now saying something like, I don't chase, I attract, well, they'll stop chasing, won't they? And then things will come about because they're not in desperate, needy energy anymore and sending out needy thoughts that repels everyone in their fucking reality, including their SP or money or whatever. So if you keep saying, I don't chase, I don't chase, I don't chase, you won't be a chaser. And you're changing your state of being from needy bitch to non-chaser who lets things be. What belongs to me will simply find me. I don't like that attract bit and the finding me shit, but that's called allowing in the LOA world, and that is part of manifesting, not pushing, not changing your reality, not trying to force it. If you're suddenly doing that and you were trying to force before because you're suddenly saying this affirmation, you've stopped all the force, well, yeah, of course it's working, bitch. It's not the affirmation. You've changed your state of being. You've changed your thinking. The affirmation really didn't do a hell of a lot other than you just saying it a lot because you weren't saying anything else before, or the stuff you were saying before was having no effect on you. But you said this over and over and over again, repetitively. If you say anything over and over again repetitively, guys, it will have an effect on you, regardless of what it is. If you say something like, I'm so unlucky, and you keep saying that every day for the rest of your life, well, that'll affect you, trust me. So if these girls are going hardcore listening to a sound for 2 weeks, well, yeah, it'll have an effect. That's how the thinking works. Predominant habitual thinking. If you're predominantly habitually listening to that sound, yeah, it'll have an effect on you because you're predominantly habitually listening to it and thinking it. Affirms to revise my mum's life insurance policy to be correct. People made changes when my mum was dying. Oh, really? Yeah. Revise the whole thing. Just imagine a piece of paper with whatever you want written on it or an email saying, oh, no, we made a mistake. That wasn't right. No one changed anything. It's as it was before. That wasn't legal or something. People can't manifest bad things upon others, right? Is there an explanation for that? Well, you wouldn't want to because it will reverberate back to you. I mean, you can, but would you want to? Repetition and persistence is key. Yes, guys. What's Emma's YouTube channel called? Has she got a YouTube? Does she? I didn't know that. It's mterry11 or 111 on TikTok. I don't know if she's got a YouTube. Has she? Affirms to revise my mum's... Oh, I saw that one. I've been affirming I don't chase, I attract for days now and instantly feel so independent. Well, that's good because you've stopped chasing. You've stopped your needy energy. So, guys, if it works for you, go use it. It's a lovely sound. Like the way the girl says it in her voice and with the on the water is beautiful. I think that's why it's so popular because it's so calming, the way she speaks. People affirm... hang on, I'm scrolling up. What's her name again? M. Terry. 111. It's a really good video. She does great videos about manifesting, as does another girl called I Am Sasha Official with the red hair, the British girl. I Am Sasha Official, is that what it is? They're two small accounts that talk about manifesting only, and they're both on point. I would watch them over watching Manifesting Alchemy or whatever Maria's account is, honestly. They're both very switched on about manifesting, and they've got very small following. You should follow both of them. I think it's I Am Sasha Official with the red hair, and M. Terry, I think it's 111 or 1111. Just put in M. Terry, she's got purple hair. Is it okay if we accidentally fall out of living in the end by your thoughts not aligning to the end? Guys, you're always going to fall out of living in the end. That's what Neville calls getting back on the beam, persisting. Okay? You just persist in the new thought. You're going to forget it and then go about your day and be working. Can't be like, oh, I'm happily, blissfully married, and someone's like, can you write this email? You know, no, I'm just sitting here being blissfully, happily married all day. Yeah, but you need to do this work. No, I'm in my mind, blissfully, happily married, blissfully, happily married. You can't do that. It's impossible. Look, generic affirmations can work. Like, my life is so perfect. Isn't it wonderful? They can absolutely work, guys. You can use them. So I don't chase, I attract. What I want will simply find me, or whatever it is. Okay, but I don't like the belongs to me thing. Everything fucking belongs to me if I decide it does. I don't like the attract thing because I don't believe in the law of attraction, okay? I just don't like the words in that affirmation. I would rather say, I don't chase because everything comes to me because I say so. That's what I'd say. Should I manifest him being my boyfriend? Not he loves me, because he does love me, but is resisting us. Okay, so yeah, start saying he loves being my boyfriend, he loves being my man, he loves our life together, he's constantly showing me off as his girlfriend. I don't chase, I create. Yes, that's even better. What are some great affirmations? Well, generic ones are, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it awesome? My life is so perfect right now. Why is my life so perfect? Everything in my life is working out in my favor. Things like that are very good general ones. I am the queen of my reality. I'm the king of my reality. What I say goes. I run this shit. You must do what I say. You must do what I think. You are in my reality. Say those things. Thank you. How do I manifest an SP back without getting so obsessed? Work on you, darling. Work on your self-concept. Focus on you, please. That's why I talk about self-concept so much. Affirm for you more than them. So I found out ex-hubby actually had an affair. I felt sad and angry, but no negative self-thoughts. Oh, wonderful, darling. Look, Nat. Whatever you found out, that can really crush you, but you've got to think, well, maybe my self-concept wasn't great during that marriage, and it is great now, and he's treating me so well now, so, but that would be a crushing thing to find out. Revising an argument with an SP, question mark. Go back to the scene. Imagine that you didn't say what you said, and he didn't say what he said. Instead of you saying, what's wrong with you? You say, baby, you all right? You seem sad tonight. You okay? And he goes, no, babe, I'm fine. I'm just in my head. Don't worry. It's got nothing to do with you. And you go, okay. Instead of you going, get out! Whatever it was. Change it in your mind and then loop it. Yep, life is great right now. SP's on his way over and we're heading out to golf. Oh, Nat, love it. Oh, Nat, lovely, darling. Manifested my SP would see me on a run and it just happened. Oh, Talia, did you? Love it. What can I say to affirm clear skin and stop acne? My complexion is perfection. Every time I apply this retinol or benzac cream, my pimples go away. I don't have any pimples. My skin is so clear. Look how beautiful my skin is. Everyone is commenting on my glowing, clear skin. And use retinol, darling, seriously, every night. Go to The Ordinary. Go and find The Ordinary, little brown bottles. Go and get the Grand Active Retinol emulsion and put it on every fucking night for 3 months and then get back to me. And you'll be like, is this magic in a bottle? Okay. And then every time you're applying it, say, my complexion is perfection. I have glowing, clear skin. Mm-hmm. Best money affirmations. Well, they have to be against your shitty beliefs about money. So what are your shitty beliefs about money? Money doesn't grow on trees. I can't afford anything. Money's hard to come by. I have to work hard to get money. What do you think? Say the opposite of that. I don't have to work to get money. Money just comes to me. Money comes to me out of the blue. I don't have to work hard for anything to make money. I make money in my sleep. Things like that. My friend brought up SP even though I told her not to, then continued to suggest he's suspicious. That's your old thoughts, Patricia. It's your old shit in your head about him still playing out. Don't worry about it. Just be like, well, I must have thought that at some point. I must have thought bad thoughts about him, and now she's saying it out of her mouth. Why am I getting affected by this? Just wait. It'll start to change. When your friends start talking shit about your SP or saying you should give up or la 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 la, you watch as your thinking starts to really change. What they say will change. They'll start going, oh, they're coming back. You're meant to be. La, 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 la. And you'll be like, bitch, I know. Okay? Is living in the end something we do permanently? Well, I'd like you to if you can. Got to live in the state of what you want to be now. Who would you be if you had what you wanted? That's living in the end. Yes, people keep saying I'm meant to be with old SP. Do they, Hallie? Well, they're catching up to your thinking. Retin A, yes, all Retin A, guys, which is prescription strength. Loz, on Friday, you said I'm a money magnet. I said it and made an extra $100 at my job last night. Oh, wonderful. Oh, my God, that reminded me. One of my friends told me she just knows me and SP are getting back together. Oh, Regan, that's lovely. Love that. Me and SP were talking and hanging out a lot. Then she backed off and we haven't talked, question mark. Okay, Erin's. You've got some old belief about people ghost you or they go cold, or a belief about this person that they don't love you and it was too good to be true. What is it? One of those. Either you're like worried that this is too good to be true or it won't work, or that she doesn't actually love you and it won't last, or you feel abandoned by people constantly. Working out. Okay, that's all that's happening. What would you affirm to undo aging or for anti-aging and skin firming? I do it all the time. I have glowing, youthful skin. People always comment on how youthful I look. I look so young for my age. And people do. Okay? Just say what you would want to look like. I have such a firm skin. I have such a pert ass. I have such a tiny waist. I look so much younger than my years. Like J-Lo says, I am youthful and timeless at any age. I'm youthful and timeless at any age. And look at her. She says that every day. I'm youthful and timeless at every age. I think she says at every age. I mean, look at her with Ben, the other day at the Venice Film Festival. She looks fucking like she's in her 30s. Can you advise what to revise, what to think about when choosing? Oh, what's this? Hang on. Where's the rest of your thing? I'm confused. Where to start? How to choose what to revise. I had a lot of arguments and I want to get revise, but I don't know. Okay, so just choose one of the arguments, maybe the worst one, and revise that. Then go and choose another argument and revise that. And loop them over and over and over and over again until it seems natural. Or you don't even need to revise the scenes at all, and you can just say things like, they've forgiven me, everything is forgiven and forgotten, they love it when I act crazy, they love it when I argue. It just shows them that I love them, and don't revise it at all. Just revise their opinion of the fights. Got it? Thank you. Okay, welcome. Affirmations for getting a kitten. I love my new little kitten. She's so sweet. My kitten loves living with me. Everyone loves my kitten. Is other people contacting you, birds for land? Yes, guys, absolutely. Best times to affirm. Any time where your monkey mind's really switching off and going to sleep, or not fully kicked in yet, like waking up in the morning as you're drowsy, or going to sleep as you're drifting off to sleep. As you're driving and just aimlessly driving to a place you know well, la la la. As you're doing mundane jobs like washing dishes or cleaning. Okay? When you're doing something that's like repetitive or you're drifting off to sleep, those are the times. Or literally put yourself in a meditative state, lying down, a state akin to sleep, Neville calls it. It's not meditation. It's just kind of drifting into a drowsy state, and affirm then too, because then your monkey mind's really switching off. Can revision and self-concept get your SP back? Absolutely, guys. I never really get negative thoughts anymore. Wonderful, darling. Wonderful. God, amazing. How about a negative text? How would you revise it? You could go to your phone, change your phone number to their name, send a text to yourself from them, and you'll see it pop up. If you have a car, it'll read it out to you. John says, babe, I'm so sorry. I never meant to fight with you. I love you so much. Call you soon. Love you. Would you like to reply? Do that. Or imagine it in your mind. Just pick up the phone, visualize the phone vibrating, and you're receiving the text, and what would it say? Good affirmations for more sweet contact from SP. He's so sweet to me. He says such loving things to me. He's always telling me how he feels about me. He's always saying such lovely, beautiful things to me. He's always complimenting me, admiring me, adoring me in his texts, in his calls. He loves to hear my voice. Lots of birds fall land around us, but not our manifestation, question mark, question mark. Well, you're looking at it too much, Amber. Stop looking at the 3D and expecting miracles. Okay, guys, a lot of you are just distracted by the birds fall land now. Now you're giving it bad meaning. Oh, now I'm getting all this, but not my SP. Well, fuck. Well, Jesus. Know that it's working on your other people, so it'll work on your SP. Stop giving the birds fall land this negativity, this negative meaning about, oh no, but I'm still not getting my SP. It's not working. It is working. It's working on everyone else. What you need to get rid of, if your SP isn't back, is the old story about them and the old beliefs you hold about the relationship and the version of them you're still holding in your mind. That's why they haven't showed up yet. Got it? You don't have an old story about the birds fall land. What do I do? What I do is look at the text and say, you don't mean that, and I just respond with okay and move on. Yeah, that's great. Okay, and move on. Yep. Whatever they said, guys, don't react to it, and don't react in text form to it either. Exactly. Okay is a great response. Lozzie, my SP broke up with me yesterday. Oh no, Adele. My affirmations are on point. What happened? Oh, Adele, really? Oh no, it was going so well. Oh, darling, look. Just revise the whole thing. Imagine he didn't do anything of the sort. Okay, just say, he loves me, he wants to be with me, I'm his one and only, he can't imagine his life without me, he wishes he never said that, he's taking it back right now. He didn't mean anything he said. And just imagine a text from him or a conversation where he's like, babe, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I said that. I was having a bad day. And you go, babe, it's all right, I don't care. It's all right, I get it. I was probably having some negative thoughts, it's fine. Okay, imagine that and try and think, what fearful thoughts was I having? And then really go hardcore affirming against those. Were you thinking this is too good to be true? He's going to ghost me again. I don't know how long this is going to last. Maybe he's looking at other girls. What were you thinking? Okay, and really go hard on those negative thoughts. Okay, and really go hard on those negative thoughts. Affirm against those. The old story creeps in after a vision. Is that okay? No. You never want the old story to creep in. That's when you have to revise. That's when you have to think new story. Guys, it's never okay when the old story creeps in. That's why I keep saying to you, don't beat yourself up, but try and think of the new story straight away. Try and just cut that thought off. Like, no! That's why Neville calls it the pruning shears of revision. If you were out in the garden pruning and a big, vine was growing out the wrong way and it was strangling your tree and it was strangling the branch, you'd be like, cut, get rid of it. No, I didn't just say that. No, I didn't just hear that. No, I didn't just receive that text. No, revise. New story. No, I didn't just think that old shitty thought. No, I'm thinking the new thought. You've got to be that vigilant, guys. Really, I'm being that vigilant at the moment in my mind. Really vigilant. If I start to spiral, my brain goes off, my mental diet goes off for 5 minutes. I'm like, stop! What are you thinking of? Stop it! Like that. Because I can go on for 5 minutes thinking an old story. You've really got to stop yourself, guys. I pruned my head all day today. Good girl. Pruned your head. How exactly do you revise? I never know how to. Well, look, the way I just said then, revising a thought, pruning it. No, I'm thinking the opposite thought now. No, I'm thinking the good, positive thought about the situation now. No, I'm thinking the new version of him now. No. Like that. You can also go back to a scene and imagine it differently. Imagine something different was said, done, heard, experienced, okay? And loop the scene over and over. Do it again. Okay, I've thought of that scene. I said, babe, are you all right? You seem sad. And he says, babe, it's got nothing to do with you. Please don't worry. I'm just all in my head at the moment. I love you. Rather than you going, what the fuck's wrong with you? Get out of my house. Okay? You go over that scene and you do it again in your mind. You're saying, babe, are you all right? You seem sad tonight. It's all right, babe. I'm sorry. I'm just in my head. I love you. You loop it over and over until it feels natural. Until it feels like that's what happened. Oh my God, finally caught one of your lies. Yay! What can I say to manifest him deleting his dating profiles? Friends have seen him and I'm sad. Okay. Look, guys. I've been in relationships for like a year and I'm still on Tinder and realised my Tinder was still active. So, I'm not on there. I just didn't delete the account. Give it that meaning. It doesn't mean anything that he's on these accounts. People don't go in and delete them. Doesn't mean they're active. They're just showing up. Doesn't matter. Don't give it bad meaning. And if you really can't, you're plagued by the thought of them on there, just be saying, I've got to go. I've got to answer this call, guys. Oh, shit. Hi, just give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I've got to answer this. It's about my internet. Okay, guys. Please follow me if you don't follow me already. I'll be live twice daily. And please do join the Facebook group. Bye, guys. Bye. Hello.